Hey everyone, Sir Loki here, and I wanted to make a quick video to show you the Zeta Kylo Ren running Phase 1 of the heroic HAAT tank raid, and pretty much soloing the whole thing with a lot of retreating. I wanted to explain it in detail with the run going in the background. This particular run took me about an hour and a half from start to finish. Actually, I stopped at 0.05%, so my other guildmates can just finish P1 and then set up for the next phase. So the idea with the Kylo Ren Zeta is you're going to be attacking General Grievous with his Zeta ability, Outrage. And what that's going to do for you is it's going to keep replenishing your protection based on the damage he deals. What makes this whole thing possible is his unique that allows him to reset all of his cooldowns if he takes damage. So he has a 50% chance to reset his cooldowns with any damage he takes. And the retreat button that is on the left side, right above his little picture, right above the chat messages from the guild chat, is treated as one of his abilities that can be cooled down. So that's very important. So what do you need to get this going? At a minimum, you're going to need a 7-star Kylo Ren, obviously, to enter the heroic tank. You're going to need to Omega his unique, Unstoppable, and you're going to have to Zeta his attack, Outrage, to be able to regain protection. In terms of gear level, mine's at gear 11. You could probably do it gear 9, gear 10. It'll just take a little bit longer. But that should be possible as well. The idea behind this strategy is obviously for the free-to-play players, guilds that don't have deep rosters. This will be extremely helpful if you can complete Phase 1 with one character. That's huge. So you're probably thinking, why only one character? Why don't I have a first order team? You know, am I showing off with just one character? There's actually a strategy with this, and going back to his unique, which gives him the cooldown reset, you want Kylo Ren to be the only one in the battle taking damage. It's going to give you that many more chances to reset the cooldowns. Okay, it's very important. When the debuffs stack, he's going to be gaining a lot of defense, a lot of offense, and he's going to be gaining a lot of speed. So he's going to be taking turns. I think my Kylo Ren right now is he's right at 200 speed. I have him modded for critical damage, and he has a couple of the critical chance mods. A lot of offense on him. I put a critical damage triangle on him, and everything else protection. So, you know, when he crits with Outrage, he's going to be regaining 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 protection. Okay? The other thing you have to watch out for is General Grievous has the enrage timer. At the start of each battle, it's gonna start, the cooldown's gonna start at 15. And what I tend to do is go straight for General Grievous. I don't like to do his basic if I don't have to on Grievous, and I don't like to do Lash Out, the AoE. The reason I don't want to do the AoE is because it could trigger the B2, and B2 will then ability block me, and I might lose out on a couple of hits of protection that I would need to regain with Unstoppable. So my suggestion is don't bother with the basic and don't bother with the AoE attack. The basic's going to give General Grievous a damage over time effect. That's going to trigger his tactical genius, and you know, you might lose out on some turns. So I like to keep it simple, just Unstoppable attack on General Grievous when you can. And when his enrage cooldown timer gets to about 5, I start retreating. Like I said, his unique allows all of his cooldowns to reset. There's a 50% chance they will reset, so it's huge. That's why I run the Kylo Ren solo. You know, again, it's not to show off. There's actually a strategy to this thing. It all works in our favor. So in closing, I get asked a lot, you know, with all the reworks that have been happening to the game. They're awesome reworks, but there was the healing immunity rework where now it prevents Kylo Ren from, actually any character that has protection healing, if you want to call it that now, that gets affected now. Is Kylo Ren still worth it to invest in? I say yes, definitely, because of this. To be able to solo this phase, to me, is worth the Zeta. He's still good in arena. He's fun to play. So I would totally Zeta him, even after all the reworks, okay? Other than that, enjoy the rest of this video. My line ID is below. If you want to chat, hit me up. Drop me some comments on the video. Let me know if you want to see any other footage from the raid, from arena teams. I got no issue making the videos. It's fun on my part. I really love the game. And in closing, I want to give shout outs to my 2 guilds. New Resistance, Outer Rim Job Guild. You guys are great. I don't mind making these videos. And I hope they help out. Anyways, take care. And may the Force be with you.